Elimination Chamber designed and built for one purpose. The purpose to come out victorious as one of the best, well, in this case, tag teams of SmackDown. I mean, it was originally supposed to be a #1 contender spot for WrestleMania, but then it was canceled. They said, all right, everybody knows, okay, Roman Reigns, he's going to go in there. There's no sense of putting everybody else in a situation. We know exactly what the outcome will be. So you know what Hero Fix did? Since WWE is ruining the whole entertainment process, I mean, there's no more surprises, you guys. There is no more hope. I'm just glad that AEW is a thing right now. And you, gentlemen, you will be my trusty participants, as well as some others. We're going to get into some OMG moments, not just with the Elimination Chamber, but the playset that we just recently picked up that I said we were going to get into play with. Let's get into the first clip. First things first, let's discuss the participants. We have the Usos, we have Heavy Machinery, and we also have the New Day, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler. Now, in the traditional 6-man Elimination Chamber match, only 2 start out, but when it's in tag team form, it has to be 4 in the ring at the same time. Which can only mean one thing, nothing but non-stop action. The thing that I gotta point out, man, if I was a tag team, if I was in there with a certain someone, let's say Otis, let's put Otis into this spot, right? Let's say that I was in there with Otis, 2-man, tightly packed. I mean, both of these guys, they can't have all that much room in there. I mean, look how tight they are. Let's come around so you guys can see exactly. He's like compressed up against that glass, and Otis, he just had a fresh piece of ham, which means, you know what? Man's got none but gas, and he's experiencing it all. All right, let's get into the real stuff. The New Day, they're back on the hunt. They want to get back on track that they've been on all these years. They want to recapture those tag team titles, and they're bringing brutality into play. We got Big E right here. He's holding up Ziggler. You know what's going down, man. And we got scaling up all the way up to the top of the Elimination Chamber. For what, Hero Fakes? Tell him what. No, instead of telling you, I'm going to go ahead and show you. The big ending from the top of the chamber straight to the middle of the ring. And if that wasn't enough, Kofi Kingston, he wants to get up on this, man. He's got Robert Roode wrapped around, ready for some SOS action. You guys want to see it on top of Ziggler? Let's do it. SOS on top of Ziggler from the top of the chamber, right on him. Yeah! Let's get into the next one. Going back to the original competitors that was booked for this pay-per-view, and yet we're not getting it. I still see this as a lost opportunity, but let's go ahead and cover them. We have Braun Strowman, we have Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Robert Roode, again, and then we also have Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. These two were the first ones to start it now. Now, you say OMG moments, right? This is what we're talking about. We are talking about Bryan coming all the way up. He was going to get risky. He was going to jump off, land on top of Roman Reigns, but he stood up. He's like, nah, you ain't going to do it like that, man. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's done. He climbed up to the top turnbuckle. He's considering about spearing him just off the top. But dude, I said OMG, man. OMG means some serious, oh my God moments. And what he did is that he scaled up. He went up even higher. He's dangling. He says, nah, man, please just think of my kids. Does he have kids? He's got 2. He's got 1 and then 1 on the way. Spear from the top of it. It worked. Way. Spear. For this next part, we are going to take a little trip back to memory lane. As of right now, we've only had 3 competitors that have entered into the ring preparing for the match. So this is all prior, before everything started. We have Nakamura, Bobby Roode already in their pods, and Braun Strowman, he's contemplating. He's like, I don't know, man. I ain't quite ready to quite go into that pod. By technicality, he should be going in there because as we discussed, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan were the first 2 participants. But as I said memory lane. The first time go around, it was against Bobby Lashley, but Lashley ain't here. So you know who else would be perfect for this? Right here, Baron Corbin. He's coming down. Everybody's booing. You ought to be dropping a like, though. I mean, if you guys are enjoying this so far, drop a like. Let me know in the comments. We visited this, but we ain't visited quite the way that we're about to get into. So Braun Strowman, he came back to the outside, right? He's like, you know what? I did something pretty neat last time that was up here by the rampway when we had some breakaway features. Actually, this is the first time that we're getting the breakaway feature on the current look. So guess what, Baron Corbin? Nobody likes you, Booster. Braun Strowman, he was charging. He came up from all the way over here by the chamber, started going full force right there at Baron Corbin. The top, the sides, all of it's coming down. Except Corbin. Come on, man. We ain't gonna let him go like that. Braun Strowman, you gotta do it one more time. It looks like the back piece of the paneling supported the man. So you know what? We're doing it from the side, straight into the crowd. Coming back by the stage, I want to do one more, man. Don't worry, we'll get back into the chamber, but I want to do one more thing. After all, this is our very first first experience of getting the full-on action of what this stage can do. Now, Robert Roode, he's climbed all the way up. Why? Don't ask me why. I just want to really try this because there are some more breakaway features that we need to put to the test, and what better way to do so than Robert Roode and Nakamura 20 feet up in the air. You guys see that little crack down the middle? If you don't, you're about to get some action from it. Robert Roode, glorious DDT, getting all glorious. Yeah, that's what's up. Back in the chamber with some serious competitors for the World Heavyweight title. One of my personal favorite, man. 2003, the year that it was actually okay to be a fan of Goldberg. I mean, when he was dominating, not when he was doing suplexes for finishers. This was the jackhammer. Let's get into the match. Before we get into these moments, I want to make one thing clear. Nothing about this will play out the way that it did back in 03. I mean, this is the WHF channel. We get innovative. We get creative. And right now, what's going down, Randy Orton, he's a little bit dazed, man. He's dazed. He's confused. Got Goldberg over here. Originally, the first two participants was Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels. The thing I do wish, though, is that these pods, I wish they had some kind of breakaway feature, because just about every single time we've seen an Elimination Chamber match, these pods, they've been part of the destruction. All right, so going back to what we were saying, we got Randy Orton. He's leaning up. Goldberg just threw him up against the glass, but it looks like it's still in one piece. Shawn Michaels, he's behind this pod right now. He doesn't know that the spear is in store right here. And we ain't talking about 2020 spear, but 2003 full force impact coming right there. That was a nasty one. A little bit too hard to digest for my likings. And since the pod break, we did have full intention to have Kevin Nash come in as the next participant. But Shawn Michaels, he's like, come on, man. You're going to give me some chances. You're going to let me get out of my pod a little bit earlier. Randy Orton, too. He wasn't too happy, man. That was a nasty spear through the glass. It ended up breaking. And Randy Orton, he wants to get back at him with an RKO right there on Goldberg, setting him up. He turns around. Shawn Michaels measuring his man all the way up top. This is the best expression that any figure could have after that impact. And Michaels standing up there. All right, so you know already what's going down. He's not only going to tune the band. Eventually, we will see some band playing. We'll get the dun-duns, the dun-duns. But before the music starts to play, Shawn Michaels has got to perform the greatest elbow in WWE history from the top of the pod right onto Goldberg. All right, Diesel, now it's okay. Now you can come into the ring. You should have came prior to Michaels, but again, the pothead broke, so we got to make some changes. And he's just chilling, dude. He's like, come on, man, what you gonna feed me today? What are you eating up there? Man, he's not eating. He's actually waiting for Randy Orton to feed him Goldberg. He's on the top turnbuckle. He's gonna go up a little bit higher. Nobody likes Goldberg here today, man. What is it? Is it because he won the Universal Championship, or is it because these two, they got a little history together? All right, Orton has fed Kevin Nash to give him Diesel Bomb, the power bomb. Big Nash, he's always delivered it with some serious impact, but today it's gonna hurt just that much more to make up for all those angry fans. That's right, Goldberg. All right, so we're here in 2020. We need to get back into 2003. Triple H is still waiting, and so is Jericho, so let's get into the next one. Everyone's getting their licking. I mean, we saw the RKO, we saw the flying elbow, Kevin Nash with the power bomb, and now Triple H with the pedigree. Not in the middle of the ring. No. He wants to make sure that if he's gonna do his finisher, it's gonna seal the deal, because back then, I mean, even to this day, the finisher, like one finisher would not do Goldberg. You would have to do multiple. You'd actually have to go a little bit higher risk, take some chances, and that's what we're seeing up here with Triple H. He's up on the top turnbuckle, he's lifting him up, and he's not gonna just pedigree him back into the ring. No, he's gonna pedigree him into the hardest part of the Elimination Chamber, right to the apron. Someone ought to attempt the pin, man. Just stop this. There's no more point. I feel like Goldberg, I mean, if Triple H attempted the 1, 2, 3, he would get it. Jericho, hold on. We still need one more. We still need Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. Y2J, the man that's changing the game at AEW, and the man that's gonna close it all in today's video. And oh man, I know you guys love this. If you want to see part 3, or is it part 4? I couldn't tell you. You guys want to see it though? Go in the comments, drop a like. That's the only way we'll know. Jericho, let's do it, my friend. Lion Salt at its finest. Backflip right there on Goldberg. That's what's up, my friends. This was epic. Really enjoyed. We always have fun with these, man. Now we can do the trick. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho has eliminated Goldberg, the Universal Champion. Never again. Back to the stage. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.